Right, so the first page we want to create is the sign in page. This is a custom page. So if we click on here, first of all, it says sign in, and this is what Clerk provides as the basic option. It's essentially the UI is built for you. So what we want to do is build our own custom sign in page. So let's go ahead and do that. So going into the code, if we go into here in app router, I'm going to create a new file. And essentially this new file is going to be within this sign in page. So what we've done here is we've done slash sign in, and these double brackets over here in Next.js means catch all routes within sign in. So essentially whenever a sign in slash whatever it may be, that's when we build the sign in page. So that is how it would work. What I want to do is I want to first of all create the sign in page. So let's go ahead and do that. And it's RAFCE. We call this one sign in page like so. And you can see here is basically a form that has all the relevant information in. So we can now check that the sign in page works. So let me just sign in, goes to the sign in page. We have an email, password, and sign in as well. So somehow what we need to do is connect this with a Clerk, obviously improve the UI as well. So let's go ahead and do that. So first thing is this is going to be a client component because we're going to have the use state to take the values of the input such as the email and the password on the client side. So let's go ahead and do that. So what we would do in this scenario, as you may have seen in the crash course for Next.js, is you would simply just type in use client, meaning this is the client component. Let me bring in my pieces of state up top here. We need to also import them in from React. Then what I want to do is have a form just over here. Let me just bring in the form. Everything inside my form now is populated with the relevant styling. We need to import a Google button, which we don't have, which is a component that we will create. And then again, we need to create the Google sign-in functionality in our code as well. So in here, I'm just going to say console log Google sign-in clicked. Let's save that. And then what we also need to do is we need to add some styling for our form itself. So let me just bring that in along with the styling for the div. So form class name is this one, and then the div itself will have its own class name also. So this is to do with Tailwind, and if you don't know about Tailwind, I have already done a crash course on that in the channel as well. So now let's check our sign-in page. You can see here it's populated the sign-in page. Let's just remove this sign-in also as well, which is this H1. Save that. And now we have our client page over here. What we want to do next is we want to create our Google button. And the way we create our Google button is going to be with Clerk components. So I'll show you how to do that one next.